I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Hey everybody, welcome to Back Issues of Sal.
I'm Ethan.
I'm Ben.
When this book dropped, I said, oh boy, this is going to be an episode of Back Issues. I can't wait. And I was right. I mean, really, I could say that about any book that drops, but that's not true at all. Because I remember when Dinosaurs just came out as a comic book, and I thought, oh boy, no one will ever watch that episode. This came out in November of 2023, and it ended in February of 2025, and it's 6 issues. I was like, why did you take so long to make this out of continuity Batman story? It is technically in continuity.
Is it the art? Is
Wait,
it like super
what?
intricate?
I mean, it is detailed, but I've seen Monkey do other things.
Maybe he was busy. And this was
Certainly.
like the least important thing on his docket.
I mean, yes. No one's bottom line was being met thanks to Batman Off-World.
I never even heard of this.
No, you would never have heard of this. I mean, especially because of how intermittently it came out in the first place. It was written by Jason Aaron, again with art by Doug Mahnke. Jason Aaron had been working at Marvel for a long time, had done the stint with Jane Foster Thor, wrote a thoroughly disappointing run on Avengers, and then his first foray into DC was this, where they were like, hey, Batman, not the main series, but anything?
Batman in space.
And he's like, yes, Batman in space, done. Not that they pitched him Batman in space, he had the idea for Batman in space from watching some movie, and he was like, Batman in space, yes. But I don't want to deal with like 17 Robins or Dead Alfred. So this is year 2 of Batman. Like Batman year 1 happened, and then Batman goes into outer space.
Okay.
So
What? That's the most out of continuity thing for Batman ever.
It's before he meets Dick Grayson,
Okay.
but after he's made a relationship with Jim Gordon. He may have fought the Joker, but realistically, his rogues gallery is incredibly thin. It's mostly mobsters. He talks about how he became Batman to fight the criminal element of Gotham.
So why would he go in space? How does that help him?
Why indeed?
Well, it wasn't part of the plan,
That's
I
the thing.
assume.
It was not obviously it wasn't like he was in Tibet studying under someone and he's like, and one day I'm gonna spend $500 million to go into space and fight aliens and learn how they work. No. His plan was protect Gotham. That was the plan.
I'm gonna go into space so that with time dilation I can train, except it's reversed.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
he comes back and it's 200 years later.
Yeah, oops. I thought it worked differently. Or that time was a loop and then I'd come back around the other side. Nope, straight line.
Oh crap.
Shit, I'm old. But not really. But I feel
I'm
it in
old,
my
but
heart.
you're all much older.
Yes. Gotham's done.
Is Gotham fixed?
No! And even if it is, you wasted your life because you thought you were the one who's going to fix it.
Maybe I did.
You didn't. You didn't
By
do
not being
anything.
there.
Maybe I fixed it by not being here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
See, that
I
proves
feel like
that Batman creates the villains.
exactly. There would have been, me dressing up like a bat, would
Yeah.
have generated, villains who had to meet my level of crazy.
Yeah, I hate that, and I reject it out of hand.
Yeah, it kind of ruins Batman.
Yeah, of course.
It kind of means he should go away. And
Yeah.
you don't want that.
That's it.
What?
I mean, he is the cause of his own turmoil anyway.
He's the reason why his life sucks.
Yeah, but you don't
But he's
want
not the
him
reason
to
why
be
Poison
the
Ivy exists.
You don't want him to be the reason that Joker kills hundreds of people,
No.
thousands of people.
That
if
being
Batman
said-
just wouldn't do what he did, everything would be fine in Gotham. Like,
I
that's
mean,
horrible.
Arguably, I think, Joker doesn't start doing Joker stuff because of Batman.
Right.
He starts because he's an asshole.
Yeah.
Then Batman encourages him to get more creative because he's stymied.
Yeah, but
you know,
someone has to stymie him. You can't just let him be the Joker.
No, he can't just be like, well, Batman's the problem, so just let Joker do it, and he'll tire himself out, I mean, it'll take a few billion people, but, whatever. That being said, Batman is responsible for the deaths of billions of people in this book.
Oh, great.
So,
Are they humans?
No, so does
Well, then it doesn't
Who
matter.
matter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it happens, he's like, I have made a horrible mistake being Batman.
I am gonna put myself in exile. Away from the space stuff.
Yes.
I'm going back to Earth.
Yes, I'm going to maroon myself on Earth. That will teach me a lesson. So Batman is in the Slag galaxy. There's this big ship called the Warstorm. And the Warstorm
Okay.
is a massive slaver ship that operates within the... Okay, so The Slag galaxy is a made-up galaxy that Jason Aaron invents for the story that is off of the sectors of the Green Lantern Corps. It's like a lawless land. It's the Gotham City of space.
There's always a sector in space for the Green Lanterns.
Yeah,
Everyone gets one.
It's Sector 0909, but like the Lanterns
They
don't
won't
go
go there, yeah.
Well, because there's like no one to save because everyone's so effed.
It's like the cops not going to Crime Alley.
Yeah,
Exactly,
well, and that's
yeah.
the thing, right? Because that's the idea is that
Right.
Aaron's like, I'm telling a quintessential Batman story, but also they're in space. And you could feel him like writing it with other ideas or other characters in there, and then he just files the serial numbers off because like, we're in the Slag galaxy. There is a number he invents in this called Blurpteen. It's just Rick and Morty gobbledygook alien nonsense, and he just doesn't go back and change it to something that might actually sound cool or be related to something from DC cosmology. He does refer to some of it. Like, there's a Kund reference at one point. We see the Tamaranians, but like otherwise it's all made up crap, and they all have obnoxiously fake flabbity flu nicknames, and you'll find them and you'll laugh every time you hear it because it's just like, I mean, on one hand, I appreciate the lack of effort.
Oh, I feel he's just leaning into it.
I mean,
he's like, this is what you guys want?
It's goofy
I do
alien
that.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's like the captain of the Warstorm, Sin, but with 2 Ys,
Oh.
which is still
Fun.
better than
That's
Kashyyyk.
That's
Just 3 Ys.
just 3 Ys in Kashyyyk? Of
course.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
It's too many Ys.
It goes to planets, it grabs people, it makes them into its crew, and then like tempers them through, you know, torture and hard labor until eventually they work for the crew and then they go get more people. It's just a Ponzi scheme of alien abductions.
Well,
Does
it's an old piracy thing. Like, we're going to
Yes.
attack this
We're gonna
place.
press you
we're
into-
going to take people that we feel are good-bodied.
Yep.
And then we're going to make them part of the crew.
Exactly.
And they can't ever escape, otherwise we'll kill them.
Right.
Yeah, but how do they make money? Do they also do like heists and
Well,
stuff?
I'll
Or
tell you,
do
they
they
make
sell
money.
They make
people?
money because they are contracted by the Black Sun Mining Company. 2 Ks.
okay.
And the Black Sun Mining Company is operated most entirely by 2 evil, superpowered characters who are also called the Black Suns. And they
But with use.
they contract the Warstorm to collect children that go to them. Like
Okay.
and then it becomes Temple of Doom. And literally it's just Temple of Doom. Where like there's this awful thing that Batman finds out about, and while he's there for a selfish reason, he finds that there's an altruistic reason as well that he can also directly relate to his own trauma, and so he rescues. I mean, look, the ship that the Black Suns operate on is called the Orphan Orb. So like Batman's like, well, that's me. I'm one of those orphans.
Right.
And so I got to save those orphans, you know. But then he has to return them to the societies. And yes, there's a big scene where, you know, the poor disheveled adults of the population come out and they're like, oh, the children. The children run out, and then Batman just like nods to himself, all self-satisfied, like fortune and glory. That's
Meanwhile,
right.
most of these parents are just like, I mean, we can just make more children.
Yeah, no, but like
You guys can have them.
But then they'll come back and take them. Like it's self-defeating after a while.
Is there a wise old character who remarks that now Batman understands the power of the magical
Unfortunately,
orb?
no. And I think that that's because Jason Aaron is just above that, where he's like, well, I can't do that. Like, so the Warstorm discovers this like derelict ship from Earth that Batman commissions for over $500 million to go into space, and it's kaput. Like the fuel reserves are gone, it's completely dead, and these guys are in there and they're just checking it for scrap. And then Batman is just like hiding. And you see them as like astronauts, and then they lift their face shields and like, oh no,
gross
but they're
aliens.
horrible, gross-looking aliens. And this is so important and crucial to the story because they need to look unfamiliar. They need to look unknowable. Like, this is out of Batman's depth.
Right.
You
He
think,
needs to immediately
some
know,
guys,
like, oh, shit.
Like, I punched this guy in the jugular, and he laughs because actually I just jerked him off. Like,
Yeah, they're still bipedal though.
yeah, right,
Yeah.
right. So it's like
They
there
have
is
mouths and eyes and
right,
stuff.
but again, like that's also part of Batman's fallacies that he assumes because they kind of look like him, that they're built like him. Oh, that's a Balchinian.
I knew you were gonna go there.
Of course.
Where else are you going?
It's so lame.
It is so stupid.
They hate it so much, but also like if you take that kernel of an idea and you go like, aliens would not be a 1-to-1 ratio.
Right.
We would like, you know, even what Klingons have like a couple of hearts.
Yes.
Batman's just hiding, and he's like, what am I doing in space? What is my problem? Especially year 2 Batman.
I bet you're wondering how it got here.
Right, this wasn't always like this. And like, look, it has to be pre-Justice League Batman. This is a Batman who's never met Superman. This is also because, like, otherwise he would ask him for help or something.
Right.
Oh, how does he know
So he's on his
aliens
own.
exist then?
Exactly, we'll find out. Because Jason Aaron's not a hack.
Right. I assume he went into space because of aliens.
Yes,
It's
of
not
course.
just going for fun.
Yeah. So we got the pilots of the Warstorm, which they call weathermen. Genius. And they just, they're like tethered to it like precogs, where, they're in like little Wally ship boats, and they're just like thinking about where they want the ship to go and stuff. Because like the point is that the Warstorm also generates like solar space storms around it so that it's impenetrable. It's not like they have a shield. That would be derivative. No. They generate an entire like ionosphere and like weather patterns around the ship to protect it from being like pirated or attacked.
I see.
Does it look like
Hence
a
the
floating
name.
nebula or something?
Yeah. Yeah, which is, by the way, dope looking. And everything in here is just like, that's cool, admittedly. It is a lot.
Well, it's Batman in space.
Yes. But I mean, I'm just saying, everything that's in space, it's very detail-oriented. It a little bit reminds me of Chronicles of Riddick, where I'm like, that's a lot of effort. But why, though?
There's a lot of world building going on here.
Just aware. No, and
Like you really think there's going to be more.
yeah. Or that you're going to like reuse these sets. And it's
Yeah.
like, someone's going to, but not Riddick. That said, it's just because Monkey's like going for broke, which also could account for why this book takes so long to come out. But
You know how long it takes
look
to
at
like
these
create
pages.
new aliens?
right, like I'm just like, oh my god. Yes, it's awesome looking, but also like you don't have to go that hard. But I
Oh,
guess
I
you
do.
do.
It's my dream.
And it's like, look, I get that, but also nobody talked about this book. Like when it was coming out, nobody talked about it. When it was delayed, nobody noticed.
Well, was it in the top 10 books when it came out?
No.
Oh, well then.
They kept producing it because it's a Batman book.
Yes, and like,
But after like 4 issues, they probably would have been like, it's been almost a year. It's
almost over,
Just
right?
kill it.
I mean, I know because I remember Aaron talking about it before it was over that it was always going to be 6 issues, and I think that also helped Monkey because then he was like, well, then I can just go for it because I know A, it's not going to get canceled, and B, it's Batman. It doesn't matter if it's delayed.
Right.
No one will remember that it's delayed. It's not like 3 smart Alex on a couch are going to
bringing it up.
remind me every 5 minutes of this episode that it was delayed heavily.
Was it supposed to be monthly initially, or
Yeah, I think it
bi-monthly?
was billed as monthly. I know. So Batman, he springs into action and fights these guys, and he constantly reminds you, like, I don't know this place, I don't know these creatures, I really am just fumbling in the dark here. Because it's Batman retraining. This is Batman being like, I'm new to this. Like, I thought I was ready. Like, I trained all over Earth, learned all this shit, went to Gotham, and then found out I don't know anything. So then I marooned myself in space to retrain how to fight aliens. Why would he do that? We'll find out. But like for now, we find out his target is Sin. For some reason, this guy, and not this guy specifically necessarily, although he is captain of the Warstorm and he is the baddest dude in the room, and
He's the guy
deserves
with
to
the
be
horns?
beaten. Yeah, he's the guy with the horns.
Yeah, okay.
So, Sin sends out their defensive robots. Batman steals a space chainsaw and rips them apart because they're just robots. That's okay. And
It
Is
looks
this
like they have
just
like flesh and
Doom?
stuff.
yeah, no, but
because-
that's just goo that pilots them. It's
I
okay.
see.
They're robots. It's okay to kill them.
And that looks like a spinal column right there.
Yeah, no. I mean, it could be that they are retrofitting corpses into robots or something. It's some kind of macabre, Deathlockian cyborg.
There's definitely blood coming out of it.
Well,
no, that's
it's
fuel.
just alien technology that's just too far advanced for us. It looks
Exactly.
like biology, but it's actually
Bringing up
completely
this
synthetic.
point that I had not considered when I read it, the fact that Batman is wielding a chainsaw and that this guy is 100% the cyber demon
Yeah.
says that Monkey is a Doom player, and so we need to meet up, man. So Batman reveals himself to his aggressors, and it's like,
How do you know they breathe air?
Right, he checked it already.
Yeah,
You know,
it's-
Is there air?
you don't know.
I could come up with like a BS explanation where it's like, turns out all organic beings in the galaxy happen to breathe oxygen,
Right.
but like, who cares?
Who cares? You're not here for that. You're here to watch Batman kill maybe not robots with a chainsaw. So Sin eventually goes downstairs because Batman's causing too much of a mess, and he's like, all right, what do you want?
Oh, he's huge.
Oh, yeah, no, he's massive. He's got to be like 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the size of Doomsday.
So Batman busts out his electro knuckles and gives him a haymaker right across the face. And Sin just looks at him, and he's like, whammo. So Batman wakes up in the brig, and he's like, I got hit 3 times, and I remember 2 of them.
Yeah, it was him hitting me hitting the ground, and then me hitting the snooze button.
Yeah. Batman gets into how badly he's beaten throughout the book, and the injuries he sustains would not hold up on back issues. You know, like his eye socket is damaged. Oh, well, then you aren't going to be going or doing anything.
No, I just forced myself to keep my eye socket
you're gonna
together. I'm like staring really hard.
You're going to be out for a good 6 weeks with that.
Right, and like sometimes he does have a couple of weeks to prepare, but you're not supernatural.
Right.
And no matter
You don't
how
have a
badly you
healing
want to be,
factor.
you don't have a healing factor. You're not the Marvel universe.
And you're in year 2!
Yeah, and you're in year 2. You're not even as big as you
so
should
he's
be.
young. He's going to heal fast.
That's true.
He's like 23 or something.
Arguably, that's not too far off.
Yeah.
So Batman wakes up and he talks about all the injuries he sustained, and he's surrounded by all these like big, mean-looking, mooks out in the brig.
Yeah, thank God they all speak English.
So then one of the meanest, baddest mofos in the brig reveals themselves, and it's this sexy Tamaranian babe. And you're like, oh no, this is why Batman doesn't trust Starfire.
Oh,
No, we've talked
that'd be
about
fun.
the relationship of Dick and Starfire, but more importantly, Batman's lack thereof on many an episode of this show. If you haven't already checked it out, make sure to subscribe to the channel. But like, I love the idea of being like, no, Batman has a history with a Tamaranian as well.
It's like, I'm familiar with the Tamaranians.
I know the Tamaranians.
I would say I know them inside and out.
Yes, I went into space to learn all about alien physiology. This Tamaranian's name is Ione, and she's a badass. She's a bounty hunter
Okay.
who was caught by the Warstorm, and now she has to work here.
So it's like a labor camp.
It
kind
is,
of.
yes.
It's like,
Because, they're all forced to, run the forges and, run the machines and also go down on the planet. Because eventually they're going to become soldiers within the army for Sin and then go get more people that, bring more crew bodies to work for the Warstorm.
okay.
So Ione essentially introduces herself to Batman, and she's like, okay, Bird Boy, you look like a guy who wants to get out of here.
Which would be everybody.
Right, well, no, but like,
I don't think anyone's
she's
interested
had
in
this
staying
same
here.
conversation with every person that shows up. You want to get out of here. Yes, I do. A week later, they're dead.
Yeah.
Next person. All right, you look like you want to get out of
you
here.
look like you want to help me with a jailbreak.
What it really is you look like me. Everyone else in here looks like a weird, gross alien.
Yeah.
You look like a
So,
normal guy. I
we
feel
can
like
team
maybe
up.
we could. Yeah.
I mean, you're a little pale, but like
Yeah,
you could
whatever.
be Tamaranian.
I could work with it.
She explains to Batman why he can understand anyone, much less her. And this is a great opportunity for you to be like, oh, because Tamaranians, they teach their language to other people by making out with them. And it's like, no. When Batman was under, they put a chip in his brain that
he
allows
could
him to
understand
understand all
everything.
universal languages.
Yeah.
This is, by the way, a shortcut, obviously, for us plot-wise, but also so that we can explain... because it would be frustrating for the crew to have to explain to everyone in their own native language. Like,
Right.
I get why they do it. Also, does Batman keep that chip? Is that canon? Can Batman speak every language
It wears
of all
out
time?
after a couple
This
months.
isn't really
Must.
continuity.
No, it is. I mean, it's a retcon.
How does the chip know English? Have they encountered humans before?
I mean, yes. Ione also explains to Batman, well, they also did surgery on him. They let him keep his costume because, like, it's pathetic and sad, and they think it's humiliating for him to wear it anyway.
I mean, maybe they think it's his skin.
Well, no, they were like, oh,
can't humiliate you any
your
worse than you
wings are
humiliate
fake.
yourself.
Like, it must be some kind of ceremonial thing you're wearing.
Well, do they know what a bat looks like? For all they know, he
don't.
looks exactly like the
They
thing
don't know
he's
what a
dressing
bat
as.
is. They think he's a bird.
So they know what a bird is.
Well, they have birds. They don't have bats. I don't know why. It's weird. Because they keep referring to him as a bird.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Maybe that's the translator being wrong, but, like,
well,
in any case...
they're saying the name for a flying thing in their language, and the translators translate it as...
Bird, yeah.
But each one looks different. They're like, well, they don't know. She doesn't know that birds on her planet look totally different from birds on Sin's planet, but they do know that Batman doesn't look like either of them.
That's right, yeah. And the only thing that they can equate him to is a bird. So they also mentioned that they took all his weapons, but they let him keep his belt because it must keep his pants up or something. I don't know.
Is that
So-
how he's
It's
gonna
for
have
his shame.
stuff in his utility belt that he can use?
No, it's empty.
Oh, okay. So they know it's a utility
That's how
belt.
he doesn't immediately escape, although he wouldn't be able to because the whole book is about how he's out of his depth.
Yeah, but doesn't he always keep like spare things on him?
Yeah.
It's not always in my
Well,
utility belt.
No,
but
I
I'm
think
sure
Things in my
they,
boots and my gloves and my cowl.
And my mouth.
yeah, they could search it all.
Yeah. They searched him inside and out.
They
did
did
surgery on his
probably
brain.
did a scan. There's like, holy shit, this
Oh my
guy's
God, there's all
laced.
kinds of shit in him. So the Tamaranian basically says, well, I'm part of the jailbreak story that you interrupted. Like, I'm going to run a jailbreak and you must want to help me. And he's like, nope, no, I don't. I stranded myself in space to train myself how to be a better Batman, not to help you escape from prison ships. I'm here to fight sin eventually.
Maybe don't strand yourself on this ship if you're going to get cold
Well-
cocked by the captain every time you cause a ruckus.
But this is what he just did. This is only 2 years in, right? So he's been doing this shit.
Yeah,
For
his-
training.
for like a couple years himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is what I do. I get myself in the shit, and then if I can't get out of it, I don't deserve to be Batman. Eventually, he's given like the shittiest jobs, not because they think it'd be funny, but more because they think he's so sad and weak. They're like, well, you can like throw away the punch bots when
Right.
they wear out. The punch bots, of course, are these robots that you punch, to train and stuff.
Oh, that makes more sense. I thought they punched you.
No, they don't. No, they never punch back.
Oh, so they're training dummies.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
So Batman eventually finds a punch bot that's still kind of functioning, and so Batman's like, all right, punch bot, come with me. So he takes a contraband punch bot with him to his cell, and basically asks the punch bot to explain to him who Sin is, who every alien is, how they punch, where they can be punched. He like learns all this shit because they're all beating on these things 24/7. So PunchBot provides him with even more context than he needs. And Ione's like, what is this? I've never read a Batman book before. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Like, first of all, you would have tried to make time with me by now if you were any kind of character in my story. And secondly, you're stealing broken robots and asking questions that nobody would want the answers to.
You're voluntarily staying. I offered you a way out, and
Yeah.
you're like insisting on like doing these shitty jobs.
Right? Like, what is this? Oh, you sad, pathetic loser. I know what this is. I know what your fanaticism's all about. You're in love. Well, what's her name? And then you turn the page.
Justice.
Gotham. So Batman's fighting these mooks on a roof. They're part of the like Irish mob, and it gets escalated to the point of like a big helicopter, like Billy's in close, and Coonan's the head mobster. And he's like, "Ho, Batman! I heard you're the meanest, baddest mofo on the planet. Well, I got a new hired gun just for this, and it's one of Sin's race. That like somehow the Irish mob procured a mercenary alien to fight Batman.
Please tell me they think it's a demon from hell.
No, well, no, they hired him.
No, I know, but like that'd
No.
be.
You
No,
could
they
have just
don't-
been walking around.
No,
and
they're like, we got this guy from out of town, way out of town. No, like the aliens are like aware of Earth in some way. Although no one in the book is aware of Earth or humans in any way. It's just that this guy is, maybe he's just the biggest loser of his race.
Yeah,
And
they
he's like,
kicked him out.
I know, I'll go to Earth. Or he finds Earth by accident. He's like, oh my God, I am the strongest person on this whole planet.
okay.
I'm small and weak, but these things are smaller and weaker than I am.
Exactly. So now I'm big and strong. So he fights Batman immediately. He's just like, the Slag Galaxy would eat you alive, Batman. And then just, Batman's like, okay, here we go. And he just, whammo! He just wakes up in the heli, almost dead. And all Batman can say to himself is, Slag Galaxy. I gotta remember that's where it is. And then literally he goes, okay, that was awful. What just happened? I need to leave now. So he sends himself towards the Slag Galaxy.
Okay, so this Batman is very impulsive.
Well, he's young,
Yeah.
But he's also
I
like,
got my ass kicked one time by an alien, so
Yeah.
I'm going to go to that alien sector in space
yes,
and learn.
yes.
I'm not going to do anything on Earth.
Nope. I can't.
Well, I already did it on Earth.
I've
I already
learned
did the
everything
same
that Earth
thing
and
on
humans
Earth.
can
I
teach
went
me.
to like gulags and stuff,
Yes.
and I like fought my way to those,
Yep.
and I thought I was the pinnacle.
I'm not going
and
to team
I
up
am
with
on
anyone.
Earth.
I don't know
Clearly not.
anybody. They've never introduced themselves to me.
Yeah,
I've never
he's
met
a loner.
the Green Lanterns or Superman. They don't exist.
And to do that, I have to go into space.
I gotta go to space. I gotta
And
go to where this
abandon
guy's
Gotham.
from. Yes, and,
Yeah.
and he's really torn up about it. Like later on, he talks about
But that's
how
what he
like,
did his whole life up until 2 years ago.
Yeah.
he wasn't helping anybody.
That's right.
So
he was
he's
like, I
this
need
is very
to be
similar
the
to
thing
what
that
he was
protects Batman.
just doing.
So
And he never successfully protected Gotham, or at least not for very long.
No. He's only been protecting Gotham. Well, I mean, once he gets there in year 1, he's like, all right, the problem is the mob. He takes down the mob.
Yeah.
I mean, not all of it, because obviously there's some... But these aren't the Falcones or the Maronis or anything. These are different mobs.
Well, this is like an escalation. He's got to escalate himself to like meet this.
Yeah. Now, if I were a smart person, I would wait until Superman was invented, and then I would make friends with him, and then ask him to take care of it. But then again, why would I ever be Batman if Superman exists? So Batman basically like fixes Punchbot, and then he trains Punchbot to train him. And he's like, punch me the way that they punch you.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Punchbot's like, oh, this feels wrong.
Punchbot's like, Punchbot can punch back? And he's like, of course. And he's like, oh. And this like completely changes Punchbot's...
Punchbot
that's more
savagely
fun.
beats Batman.
He does. He's just like, he hits him, and he's like,
Okay.
oh shit. Yeah.
You asked for it.
Right, and Batman, he's hitting him the way that like Sin would, and with the same intensity. So Batman is now like working in the forges. The way that it works is like when the ship like gets full of crap and they can't burn the fires to run the forge anymore, like they just get overloaded with shit, like space debris. They send people down and to like clear it out, but they don't turn the forges off. So once you clear it out, the fires burn and the whole room fills with fire. So, like, they lose people every time they do this. Batman's done it 5 times. And each time he does it, he saves somebody. Like, he's almost able to save one person. At one point, he saves a dude, gets him out of there. His foreman is like, what the hell are you doing? Why'd you save this guy? He fell down. Like, he's weak. Look. And then he throws him into the fire. Batman's like, okay, you're number 2 on my list. So... You know, this is...
And I'm going to get to number 2 before I get to number 1.
No, yeah. Well, that guy, yeah. Number 2 has a, like, crucial plot point on his face that Batman needs for later. He can't do it in the brig. He's got to, like, sneak out every time, like, take Punchbot with him and go some, like, secluded place so that no one will know he's been training. Ione, like, runs into him. She's just getting drunk, you know. She's
There's a lot of free time in this slave ship.
Yeah, well, you know, space is big, you know, and they've got, like, a crew of, like, hundreds.
Yeah,
At one
like
point
we
they
really have
mentioned
more
it.
slaves than we need.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
Well, we are killing dozens of them in the forges, but that's only when it gets so gunked up that we need to use it. But honestly, yeah.
Plus, we're always like replenishing when we pillage more.
Yeah, I guess
Exactly.
there's
Yeah,
no
we have a
shortage of-
constant carryover.
Yeah.
Ione teaches Batman a little something about the physiology. I mean, no. Kind of.
Isn't that what she's supposed to do?
I mean, no. Tamaranians.
Oh, I thought they were all.
Yeah,
like,
they are. They're kind of like lovey-dovey, like hippy-dippy people.
Yeah.
She even mentions like that she hated that, and that's why she left and became a storm chaser. But like you know, storm
Well,
chaser
I
makes
assume
sense.
she's a storm chaser because she's chasing the ship that's called the Storm something.
She's like she bounty hunts for the Warstorm.
Ah, the Warstorm, right?
Yeah, no, these are crucial.
So that makes her a storm chaser.
yes,
So
exactly.
she's
Well, no,
dispatched by the storm to chase other people.
yes to chase bounties.
Yeah,
But
okay.
then
Oh, okay, that's better.
Yeah.
Because the Storm Chaser makes it sound like she's a groupie.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
she just
Yes.
hangs out with us. Whoa, the Warstorm, yes! Oh my God, you're in Cincinnati. I'm going.
Oh, for these freaking Storm Chasers are everywhere.
Exactly.
Can't get away from them.
Yeah, no, these are bounty hunters that work for the Warstorm. But she wound up in the brig herself. Oh, she got a
Right,
tragic
she's
backstory
got a story,
too.
yeah.
So Batman goes after number 2 because he's learned to move. You know, she talks about how you go for the mosh tendrils. You know, like he's got these like tusks, and she's like, they grow the tusks out of like, you know, modesty. Like they want to have like as big, and you know, so if you hit him in the face, they get really upset, and like, so Batman like hits him in the face, like cracks a tusk, and the guy's like, whoa, whoa, I dropped my tusk. Nobody step on it.
Not cool, man. Not cool.
And you know, Batman takes that guy down, and everyone's like, whoa, that was Batman. Oh shit, Batman. And Batman's like, it's working. Yes, I'm Batmaning out here. My legend is being spread. They're afraid of me. This is awesome.
Birdman. Birdman.
No!
Birdman.
No! It'd be funny if this is where he gets the idea for Robin. He's like, birds are cool, actually.
Does he pocket the tusk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now he's got Shiv.
Yeah, it starts out as like a joke. Like, my contact fell out. But instead, it's like, no, it's a plot point, because, you know.
Yeah, they took all of his weapons.
That's right. That's right. So Batman's training.
They are weapons, though.
Oh, they are weapons. Yeah. No, well, I mean,
I won't use a gun,
No.
but I will use weapons.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
not an idiot. He has like batarangs and tasers and shit like that. Oh, and gas pellets. He threw out like massive, you know, like diarrhea gas at these people, and it just didn't do anything except like give him the runs. You know, it was just a disaster. So he's training with Ione now. You know, she's teaching him because she's also like a hard ass.
She warmed down.
Yeah, exactly. Well, more or less, like, he's like, oh, I could get something out of you.
Right.
could
Oh, you
teach
did
me.
tell me something useful. Okay.
Well, and you showed me something useful. You showed when she punched
with
Punchbot, like that's the same move that's mirrored in my monkey's art, and it's awesome. And she offers him some of her like contraband drink, and she goes, "You don't drink, you don't kill. I suppose you don't shoot guns either." And he's like, she's like, "Oh my god." So there's a little bit of downtime. Batman caused like a prison riot, so they put him in the in the brig, in like a separate brig, but they put Ione there too. I guess like she
was
she's
part of it or something. Yeah.
And this is a great time for them to talk about her tragic backstory. So she talks about how she was a badass. She caught this guy. She was on like a long trip with this prisoner for a while, and he was a talker. And eventually he talked her into banging him, and then they became like a couple, and she learned to love, and then she turned him in. She's like,
Oh,
sorry. Bye.
well.
And so she turns him in, and on her way back, she's like, damn it, I do love this guy. So she turns around, goes back, and they're like, we killed him when we got him. What are you talking about? Also, you're under arrest. And so that's why she's in the brig in the first place. So it's like, this poor Ione person has like learned a valuable lesson about like trust and, loyalty.
Yeah,
don't
like,
have either of those things.
Not being a bounty hunter, maybe.
Exactly, but more or less.
But that's all her life.
That's right, that's right. So for her, she's like, love will get you killed. And he's like, well, anyway, I got this tusk. You wanna get out of here? So
Wait, Love didn't get her killed.
Well, it got somebody killed.
Well, he was killed by her being a bounty hunter.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So
Love didn't save him.
That's true.
Jason Aaron really likes Thor 3, huh?
So Batman agrees to help Ione cause the prison break and go if she agrees to no killing, which of course she's like, sure, but like, come on. Like, don't.
Yeah, okay, unless I really
Don't
need to.
hamstring me like this. So
It's a lot harder.
Batman sends Punchbot to take out the weathermen. So big Punchbot goes in there, and they're like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, I have been sent to service the storm circuits." And they're like, "You're a Punchbot. You're supposed to be here. You're not even the right like designation. Like, you're an outdated Punchbot. Call security immediately." And he just beats the shit out of you're under arrest. Wow. Punchbot gets shot by one of these weathermen.
Yeah.
And Ione's like, "We go on a ship, let's go!" And Batman's like, "No, without Punchbot!" My good friend.
God.
And so he turns around, he runs out, and Ione's like, "All right, well, everyone who was a prisoner, get in the ship." And they're all like, "Well, great, we'll leave Birdman and go." She's like, "No. This dude helped me. He inspired me to do this. We're waiting for him." So they all get in, and I love it. She's like, "Everybody get in!" And then she finds like this one guy's like, "Okay." She's like, "Not you." Blam! She shoots him in the face. Like, don't think I forgot who you were and what you did. I'm like,
Okay.
and he's not here, so he didn't see me shoot that guy. So Batman faces Sin, and Sin's like, "Oh, you idiot! You broke everything!" So Batman's like, "Yes, I know how to punch this guy now." So he goes after him, and Ione's like, "We're out of time."
I gotta go.
So she gets in, she goes, and she's like, she feels bad about it.
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
not like idiot, but she is kind of like that. And so she goes off, and then Sin just gets the upper hand and throws Batman in an airlock and fires him out in space. And Batman's like,
Oh.
well, that's it for me.
Oh.
If only there was someone out there with a ship.
Yeah, but no, they're leaving. They can't like dilly-dally. So he's like, the prisoners got out. Ione's safe. I try to focus on that as I die, but
I'm so glad I left Gotham in good hands. Oh, wait.
Oh,
well,
wait, I
Gordon
didn't do
is
that
there,
at all.
But like, I don't deserve to protect Gotham.
Right, I
because
would have
I'm not good
failed
enough.
because I couldn't beat
Well,
this
and
guy.
this
so.
guy I couldn't beat, and he's the exact same counterpart down on Earth.
Yeah.
Like, I can't beat him there. I still can't protect Gotham, so it's not worth it. So I die. So as he's dying, Punchbot fires a life raft at Batman, and Batman's like, "I've inspired." Like the Punchbot like learned the value of human life, so maybe we can too. And because like the weathermen are like, "There's a an escape pod got jettisoned." Sin's like, "What? Who's in it?" And he's like, "No life forms are aboard, so you can hold your fire."
Well, there you go.
I'm like, "Okay, Jason, I know what you're doing." He wrote Star Wars too, so but yeah, Punchbot's like, "Thank you, Batman, for teaching me how to punch back." And Batman's like, "It was worth it, yes." So Batman gets.
I didn't hear any of that.
No, he didn't. But so Batman, we just jumped in it quick. Like,
Right,
there's
somehow he gets in the ship.
He gets in the ship, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And so Batman uses that escape pod to go to Akarian's homeworld, like where Sin's from.
Okay.
And he finds like these broken, disaffected people. Basically, Sin like betrayed his own people to the Warstorm, and had the orb of orphans like steal their children, and then just like fucked off. So their planet is sapped of its natural resources or whatever. It's a
They're not having a good time.
desolate
Yeah.
wasteland of his people, And also,
So Batman goes to the Sand People
homeworld.
village and then slaughters the women, and the men,
it's
and
interesting is
children.
he goes to the Akarians' like homeworld. Unfortunately, it's not enough that these people were betrayed by their own and left on this rock and their children were stolen, but also the barbed wolves come for them every night and like pick out their numbers. So Batman's like, all right, well, I can't save you. Like, I can't deliver you from wherever you are, and I can't like get revenge for you, but I can maybe do something about these wolves. So he just walks out into the wilderness and he goes to the cave and he faces the alpha wolf and he's like, let's go! He just Batman's screaming in the face of a giant space wolf. I'm like, I remember when I read this issue, I'm like, well, I'm here for the long haul. The cover of the next issue is him riding the goddamn thing. So it's like,
Yep,
yeah, okay.
he tamed it.
And I love it because like, Ione does the same thing. She goes back. She goes to Akari. She followed the signature of the ship. She goes to the Akarians, these poor people. She's like, I assume you killed and ate the weak, pink, fleshy person that arrived here, and I would not blame you. But in the event you didn't, do you know where he went? And they're like, he went off over there. They just point. She's like, what? She turns around, and he's like ripped up, shirtless, and just tamed the alpha barbed wolf. And he's like, well, the wolves, after some much intense discussion, have decided to leave your village alone.
What are you talking about? That's one of the pups. Those are the wolves.
What? So, you know, Ione's like, well, it looks like you've... What the fuck?
I guess you don't need me.
Right.
You have the situation well in hand.
She even says, like, I'm here to rescue you. And he's like, I have to make a new suit out of whatever you've got on your ship. Let's go. We've got to get out of here. She's
Are
like,
you taking the wolf with
she's
you?
like, you're not taking that wolf with you, are you? And he's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, we're not done with this wolf. I didn't invent this wolf just to leave him on this planet.
Is it just gonna eat the other people on the ship, though?
Nah, we have rations for him.
Okay. Does she still have all the prisoners with her, or did
No,
she drop them off?
she dumped them someplace else and then took
Okay.
the ship with her. She was like, I'm responsible enough. I leave them. If I'm going to go on a suicide mission to save Batman, I'll do it alone. So now it's been weeks on the ship. Batman's just been tinkering away, building his space Batman suit. And she's just like, look, you got away. That's a victory.
Right.
You have a hot Tamaranian babe who's been like throwing herself at you for weeks. She plants one on him. And he's like, I need 5 minutes and then we can go. Not with you, with the suit. I need to build the suit. And she's like, I'll tell the wolf. And he's like, look, Ione, she's like, this Gotham of yours, it better be worth it. And he's like,
She better be so hot.
she says, Gotham must be the most beautiful place that's ever existed. I'm like, oh my God.
When she finds out, she's gonna kill him.
She's never gonna see Gotham. This Tamaranian better know her. Starfire will see Gotham more often than this poor woman.
Yeah, but if she ever comes.
Yeah, if she did, she'd be like,
I gotta say, I don't get
Yeah.
you asshole.
Here's that tusk.
Yeah, exactly. I saved this.
Yeah, I made a necklace out of it, and I'm gonna kill you
I'm
with
gonna
it.
kill you with it, you jerk off. Ione intercepts with the Warstorm, something that no one would ever do. Batman engages his space cape and just fires himself like a missile at the Warstorm. Cuts through the storm itself because he's smart enough to build a suit that can do blah, blah, blah. So he ends up getting there. He infiltrates this place and he...
He does what Batman does best. He sneaks around.
yeah, exactly. He skulks around in the shadows and the...
Hides on gargoyles and stuff.
Exactly. Well,
Comes up through the floor.
boxes and stuff.
Oh my God, he makes space batarangs.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't he just keep
I know how to
using
throw
those?
these.
I'm good at this, yeah. And I can make my, gauntlets get all like electrified and stuff. It's a fun spacesuit. It's supposed to be made of garbage. Like it's supposed to be made of stuff that she had.
Yeah, like
So it's
found.
not as like streamlined. I mean, it's streamlined. It is a suit you could probably download for like a new Arkham game. But it's just,
sure.
I wish it were.
More clunky?
No, I kind of wish it were like sexier. Like I wish it were a little bit more fun,
Yeah, it's
more
like
stylized.
space. It should be more sci-fi.
I wish it were more sci-fi. That being said, I'm okay with it. Also, this is year 2 Batman. He's like, I have one idea for the suit.
Yeah.
You
It'd be unrealistic
bat
if
on
we
the
could
front,
build like a
belt
sleek,
around me. Yeah.
like futuristic suit.
No, and I'm glad it is. I wish it were more clunky. I wish it were more like Dark Knight Returns.
It's a spacesuit because he
yeah.
has a chin thing now and his eyes glow.
well, and that thing will close so he can be out in space and stuff.
And
Yeah,
there's
and
an air
size.
supply somewhere in there.
Oh yeah. Don't worry.
Oh, and somehow it's an airtight suit.
I assume that the air supply is in these fake abs that he's got in the front.
Yeah, maybe.
So he makes his way in. He cuts off the Warstorm so that like Ione can get through. She comes out. The Barb Wolf comes out, and he's just like, "Okay, we're ready to go in." Ione, before we go, I just want to say, she's, "Oh, is this the point where we're sharing our feelings?" And she just punches him in the face.
Thank you.
Do
That
what you do
reminds
and
me
go
of my
home.
good friend Punchbot.
Which we have to go here and save. That's why we're here. I need to beat Sin, and I gotta save Punchbot.
Okay, fair.
I hate to tell you this,
Yeah,
but Punchbot is already in the trash.
He should be, but he's not.
Really?
Yeah. Well, the trash. They don't throw him in the lava pits. Like
Yeah, in the incinerator.
yeah, they don't throw him in the incinerator. They just throw him in in the corner over there.
The pile of.
And then they
bugs.
jettison the trash.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's due to be destroyed or something.
Yeah, maybe. We just see him. It's funny because you
He
hear.
was shot.
Yeah.
He was dying.
I know.
Well, I mean, he's a robot.
Yeah, he's not really gonna die. He's just gonna
Yeah.
turn off for a little while. If Batman gets a new battery, he's good to go. So Punchbot's lying in a scrap pile. A couple of aliens are like, "Hey, the guards left. What's going on? What do you think that means?" I know what that means for me. 5-minute break. Let me get the fuck out of here. And Punchbot's like, "Oh, the guards left. Batman came back for me." This is not going to be a sad switcheroo where Batman did not come back for Punchbot.
That'd be the best. I'm here to defeat sin.
Yeah, I
Batman,
don't give a
you came
shit
for
about
me.
you.
Punchbot?
Punchbot, you're still alive?
Oh.
Oh. There you go.
Well, that's gonna be a problem.
I can't have this.
I can't have attachments.
Yeah, I'm not having a 3PO. So the Barb Wolf is just wrecking everybody. Batman's like, "Don't kill them. Remember, I've trained the wolf not to kill." And then Sin sees the wolf. He's like, "You brought a wolf from my house, you piece of shit! What the fuck is this?" We're good. Just he hurts the wolf. The wolf does not die. But he's just like, "All right, Batman." And Batman's like, "This is the part where I'm like, okay, so I look. It depends on what mindset you're in for this kind of story. I was ready for it. I'm always ready for it. I'm down for it. There's a little Ben Abernathy edited this. I think he's a great editor. You need to cut a little bit. Not the story, because there isn't any. It's Batman fights aliens until he goes home.
Right.
Because year 2, it's not like he dies. It doesn't say Elseworlds on the cover. So what else is there gonna be for Batman to do? Well, he's got to be cool. He's got to say cool shit. Let me give you 2 versions of what happens here. Sin faces Batman. Now Batman's got his spacesuit, he's got the training, he's been weeks, he's fixed his eye socket and stuff, and he's like, okay, we know Batman's gonna beat the shit out of Sin. It's gonna be awesome. So Sin asks Batman, why have you traveled this far? Why have you come here? And Batman says, I'm not gonna tell you a damn thing. I'll show you, and then punches him in the face. No. You cut the don't tell you a thing. No. When Sin asks you, why have you come here? You have Batman just say, I'll show you, and then punches him in the face. That's what you need. You need Batman to be a man of few words, unless he's talking to Aeone or something.
Yeah.
But when he's talking to his villains, he needs to scare them.
Yeah.
If Batman said, especially because there is a crucial plot point where Batman needs to be scary and defeat characters by talking to them.
Yeah, they have to learn to fear him.
Yeah. And anything that Batman says has to be super. But him saying look, I'm not telling you. That's not how it's meant to be said.
Yeah.
But it's him saying, I'm not telling you a damn thing. I'm not gonna tell you a damn thing, you piece of shit. I'm not telling you anything. I'm gonna punch you in the face.
But you are telling me that you're not telling me anything.
See, it's just
I don't tell you a thing, except for that thing that I just told you.
yeah.
I will not use my words, except these words.
And
I'll be
and those.
action. Yeah. It'd be like if Batman says, I could care less. It's like, yo, could you?
you know what they could have done?
What?
They could have had a thought bubble. I'm not telling him a damn thing, but he thinks
Or
it.
a caption box.
That's
Yeah.
worse.
I don't tell him. I don't
tell him a
say
thing.
anything. I
Yeah.
show him.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's better.
I like that more.
Yeah. That's
So
Yeah,
anyway,
but a thought bubble of I'm not gonna
I'm
tell
not
him.
gonna tell this piece of
they
shit.
don't use
anything.
thought bubbles.
No,
but
they
yeah.
use caption boxes.
Yeah.
It's in Batman's war journal. So we cut back to Batman being just pasted by the other Akarian, and now we watch as Batman just beats this guy mercilessly. He's takes 11 punches to take this guy down. I use 15. I take my time,
take some extra,
and I
yeah.
take some extra moments just to beat the living shit out of him. I've done it. I've ended the book. I can go home now. And Ione finds he's ready to go. Guess this is it.
Are we finally done?
I
I
found
see
a
he's
ship.
a hump of flesh on
Yeah,
the ground now.
You've beaten the Warstorm. We're done here. I found a ship for you to go home in.
And did he learn a lesson? Did he promise never to do this again? Or are you going to kill him?
Right, are we
Yeah,
going to throw
right.
him in the engines? What are we doing with him?
Yeah. Is he going to jail? There's
there
no
a jail in
police,
the
so I
Slag
can't really
Galaxy?
say. There was one. We just said I went free from it.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. So Batman's like, no, we're not done. What do you know about the Black Sun Mining Company? And she's like, you idiot. So we find out more. Okay, let's go to...
Now I gotta climb the corporate
I gotta
see how deep it goes.
the Warstorm was
Who
commissioned
financed these people?
Who financed these people?
I gotta follow the money.
Exactly. I mean, thankfully,
I bust mobs. This is what I do.
right? Thankfully, the ladder goes, and that's it. Like,
Okay.
Because it really could go a
oh
long
my God,
ways.
we gotta go to a crooked Owen. We gotta go to you know
we
the.
gotta find the political, lackeys that
Yeah,
are
exactly.
taking.
Oh my God, I'm getting
bribes from
flashbacks
these
to
people.
Ethan playing Mass Effect.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to drastically affect the political climate of these people.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I've got to earn some like war points for the battle that'll happen at the end of 2 games from now.
What? Yeah, no. So we see the Black Suns, the Black Sun twins are like destroying a guy who meant to try and infiltrate their organization and do such. Who cares? He's dead. We just need to know what they do. There's 2 of them. And one is super strong. That's her power.
Okay.
The other one whispers. And when he whispers in your ear, you kill yourself or die. Like blood shoots out your face and you're like, ah, and you just die.
Oh, it's like so horrible.
So horrible what he says to you. These space Cenobites. Because that's what they look like. I mean, like, and they're fun. They're a fun design. I'm like, all right. I also like the simplicity of, the Black Sun Mining Company. Yeah, no, it's run by the Black Sun twins, who are 2 characters, and that's it. And they run it. They run it. But there's a lot of guys. But these are the main guys.
Okay.
It's like, oh, okay.
But I also have to take out their entire family.
Yeah.
It's just the 2 of them.
And all their progeny.
No, it's just,
And cousins.
right? No,
No, they don't have it.
No,
How
just-
did they get this company?
Who cares?
It's just a strange arrangement.
Well,
this all. Usually it would be like a family business.
I know. Maybe it
They-
was. Maybe their parents had it. I don't know.
Well, she's really strong and he whispers, so they can take anything they want, apparently.
Well, that's very true.
Maybe they just took over the company.
It could have been.
some
They
time
rolled
ago.
in and took shit over. Who knows?
Okay.
All I know is there's time for one more Temple Guardian. It's like, well, we beat Sin, and Sin would have been the main bad guy, but we beat him.
The
and-
main bad guy is already on Earth.
Yeah,
Probably
exactly.
wreaking
Well-
havoc.
Yeah, that's true.
No, Batman's
No.
gonna beat him in like 2 seconds when he goes back.
For whatever reason, that guy is a lackey of the Irish mob. Like, for whatever reason, it's not like, why am I taking orders from you idiots?
Yeah, wait a minute, I could just be-
crush your heads, and
Now
then I
I'm
just,
in charge.
Yay, and I live in the East River because I don't know anything about like your silly world, and that's my base.
I guess
have
he's not
meetings
smart
under the
enough
bridge. Like,
for that. He's like, I'm not an idea
Yeah, whoa,
guy.
yeah.
I would run that organization into the ground. I'm just muscle.
guy, you do not
I know
wanna
what
put
I'm
your
good
chips on
for.
me, you know?
It's okay. I know my
It's
boss.
all right. It's all right. Look, and I got a lot of TV to catch up on. Okay, like I do not want to be in charge.
That sounds like a lot of responsibility.
Trust me, you do not want that. Akarians are not good at delegation. So now Batman's like in charge of the Warstorm, more or less, but he's got to
Yeah.
beat all these people. Like so.
You keep what you kill, or don't kill.
Yeah, exactly. So Batman's like, he goes to like the teleportation room.
Oh, they have one of those?
Yeah, well, they use Zeta beams. Hey, that's from DC. To teleport all the orphans from the planet.
Oh, that's how they get the
onto
orphans.
their ships. And Batman's like, no, you're not anymore. That's over. Like he actually ends up like teleporting himself instead of the orphans to the bridge of this ship, and then with his wolf, he's like, all right, let's go. They're like, what is this? We were supposed to have brought like an army of orphans, and he's like, oh no, we are an army. And he sends the wolf to ruin their day.
So these are people who like ordered a delivery of orphans?
Yes.
I see.
The Black Suns order the orphans. These are the guys who pick up the orphans.
Ah.
So the Black Suns get a call from Sin. Sin's been deposed. He's been kicked off his ship. And he calls the Black Suns, and the Black Suns are like, so, I'm sorry, what happened exactly? A human? I guess? I've never heard of that before.
Like pantsed you and took your ship?
Right, exactly. Well, there was, and what were his allies? A dog? And he's like, oh, listen, give me an army and some weapons and another ship, and I will fix this for you. And like, here's what we're gonna do. Whisper's gonna whisper something to you, and you're gonna die. And he's like, okay, that's what happens. So
It sounds like you're asking me to throw good money after bad. I'm not
Exactly.
in the habit
Oh
of
yeah,
doing
but
that.
like, I can just whisper at Batman and he'll die. I'm not concerned about this.
No, exactly.
Yeah, it
If
sounds
we
like-
need to get our hands dirty, or our mouths for that matter, we will. But and of course we will, because that's where the story's going.
Yeah.
But
You won't
in
be
the
a part
meantime,
of it.
You will not be part of it. Yeah. Sin, you don't get a lot of movies out here, do you? Because like this is a very familiar sequence.
Yeah.
I am very disappointed.
Yeah, they don't get Fifth Element out there. Batman's now piloting the Warstorm. It's a crew of him, the dog.
Is he like plugged in? Like
And
the...
Punchbot.
Oh yes, and Punchbot.
Oh, don't forget about Punchbot.
Yeah, he does fix Punchbot, and Punchbot is now like
Oh,
driving
he's doing the okay.
Yeah, Punchbot keeps reminding
He's
him.
the weatherman now.
Yeah, he's the weatherman. He's just like he's like, might I remind you, Captain Batman, that he calls him Captain Batman. He's like, this is supposed to be crewed by like 400 people, and it's me. One of your crew is a dog who actually can't do anything, and he pees everywhere.
Yeah, but you're like a robot. You're like super smart. You're
Right.
like worth like 10,000 people.
Exactly.
Come on, Punchbot. I know you can do this.
Shut up, Punchbot. I wish that Punchbot had like.
Just flat as shit, Punchbot.
I know your place, Punchbot. Why doesn't Punchbot make like 600 Punchbots and have them all run the ship? Like, why isn't the ship completely piloted by Punchbots? Anyway, it's not what happens.
No.
So Batman just goes from world to world. Now instead of going to these worlds and collecting their orphans, he's going there, he's beating the living shit out of people,
Right.
and he's liberating them from the oppression of the Black Sun Mining Corporation.
Okay.
And Ione's like, this is an insane plan.
How? What is he replacing their economy? Is he fixing the
Well,
Well, he's not systemically solving the problem of slavery.
No,
but
here's what's so interesting about like the intricacies of their planets. Like for the most part, they don't seem to have like an ionosphere. Like they're all
they're just
Mars.
exposed to space.
Like
Yeah.
they seem like the surface of Mars with some cool Doom like locations and insane-looking aliens who have oppressors that Batman beats. I don't care what you do with that afterwards. Just don't do.
Well, that is
what I wouldn't
Batman's
do.
MO.
I go in, I kick your ass, I leave.
Yeah.
Normally, well, I mean, eventually Commissioner Gordon will come in and take care of this, right? That's normally
Right.
what he does.
Like, but you don't kill them, and there's no police to arrest them.
Well, he puts
so,
them in the brig.
Oh, he's carrying
the
them with
ship,
him.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then when I'm done, I'll fly it into the sun.
But I won't kill them.
What is your end game?
Right.
There's no one to turn them over to.
Look, okay? I
don't know
have
any
a plan.
Green
I'm
Lanterns.
Batman. You're too Batman. I'm not a strategist, okay?
How's he feeding these people? Does he have money?
No. What? What people?
The people he's putting in the brigs on this ship.
Yeah, they have to survive.
There's rations, I'm sure. Look, the prisoners were fed with something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they would have to
Probably
replenish the stock
supplies that they
constantly.
ravaged from other planets.
Yeah, they had to buy that food or steal
Look,
it.
who cares?
Is he
Why are you
stealing
asking these
food?
questions? Look at Batman's suit.
I'm just like very confused as to how he thinks this is working.
It's working because he's like eventually I'm going to get to the Black Suns and I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Why does he care about the Black Suns? They're not on Earth.
No, but they're
they
stealing-
didn't like
they're kidnapping
tie up with the
orphans.
Irish
And that's
mob.
it.
Man.
That's because he's
It's
like
the orphan thing.
Because for him, he's like, this is like, yes, I know that my plan was to learn how to punch the guy on Earth, but I'm here, and like there's fucked up shit going on. Also, there's a lot of like
Yeah, but there
parallels.
was fucked up shit going on Earth and you abandoned it.
I know, and every day I think about how like Two-Face got out and he's murdering people and Gordon is dead and the signal's smashed. Like I know, I'm freaking out because like I'm at two minds of this,
Yeah.
you know? But also there's like a lot of parallels where he's talking about how like the ship has become his cave and like space is dark like an alley, like
I'm
space.
kind of getting addicted to it.
He has a giant penny and a dinosaur in the cave. He's like, everything relates back to like me and my trauma. The alley to an 8-year-old was dark and scary, like space. I go to a place, I retreat into a big cavern full of neat stuff from things that I punched, like this ship. Now I've got a bat cave. You know, I go and do Batman things.
And this
Oh my
Batcave
God.
can move places.
Punchbot is
Even
Alfred.
better Batcave.
Yes.
The Alpha Wolf is Ace.
Right.
And the
Ione
Tamaranian
is-
chick, Ione, is
Robin?
It was whatever
It can't
woman.
be Robin because he wants to have sex with her.
Yeah, no. It's
Yeah,
whomever
he
he's
doesn't wanna have
banging
sex
at the
with her.
time. It's Catwoman. It's Silver St. Cloud.
Right, it's whoever he
it's-
won't have sex with because he has to be Batman instead. Or is it that like he does but not in that moment when she wanted him to that they depicted?
Well, I mean, like they make out a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's implied later. No, it's not. They don't have sex. The closest thing we get is some like classic old school heavy petting. I think that's really as far as it goes.
She was kissing him so that she could actually learn his language.
Yeah, I don't want to have that thing in my head anymore. I iced the chip like weeks ago. In any case, I don't think Batman gets down with Ione, but he does get to make out with her at least a little bit, which is
Oh, good.
more than most of us
That's
can say.
very weird.
I know.
Okay.
So anyway, Punchbot basically gives Batman like the marching. He gives him like the list, the itinerary of where we need to go.
Like these are all the deals they had lined up or whatever.
Yes, exactly.
All the people that were expecting them to come by and take their orphans, I guess.
Yeah.
Or bring orphans to them,
Right.
probably. Yeah.
Well, so then that's the thing is Batman's like curtailing the orphan snatching.
Right.
And so we see like each planet the Batman goes to, these people are like Batman liberated us. They have like Batman flags and they have songs dedicated to his honor. Like Batman's legend is spreading. He's like, this is what I wanted to do on Earth, and it's going across the galaxy.
Right.
And if they can get back to Earth and be like, hey, in space, Batman's huge.
Right.
I can really hold it over an alien when he gets to Earth.
Yeah, when I meet him, I'm gonna really rub it in his face. I mean, I like the idea that Batman's like legend spreads, and that like he actually is more popular in space than he is on Earth. Like in space, he's a
problems are a
liberator.
lot easier to solve, it seems
that's
like, than Earth problems.
Well, yeah.
Considering he just frees a people,
And
does
then
nothing
leaves.
else and leaves, and they're like, yay!
Yeah.
Wait,
Yep.
we still are destitute. We
Yeah,
still
our-
don't have any.
Oh, that's your
money.
problem.
economy
That
is
was
still
your-
in ruin.
Yeah, that was your problem before the guys
Yeah,
came.
Gotham
right?
had that issue too.
Yeah, Gotham
You
has
didn't
that
really
problem.
fix anything there, and you never will.
I do sometimes. Like I do all kinds of social programs. Now, Batman is very philanthropic when it comes to Gotham.
Yeah, and Gotham's still a mess. There's still crime everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. Because it would be boring if it wasn't.
Yeah, you can never win, or you would stop buying the book.
New character,
Bloodshot.
Bloodshot from Valiant. Because Valiant was like, I'll give you $200,000 if you put him in your Batman book.
Please, we gotta get him going again. The movie didn't work.
No, it did not.
No, it did not. No, this is the Thanagarian. I don't have time to come up with a name for him, so we're just gonna go with the Thanagarian because he is one.
Because he is one, right?
Well,
So-
he uses a giant hammer mace, so sure.
Yeah, well, he this is what he looks like when he's not wearing his Hawkman outfit. When he's not Thanagarian,
I thought they were bird people. I thought they had like bird vestiges, like I had a beak,
Yeah.
I have wings.
no, those are helmets.
It's just an outfit.
yeah, they're just
big, strong
they're just
people.
humans with bird shit on
I
them.
don't like that as much.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's very disappointing.
Well, I think in Kingdom Come, he's a Birdman.
I like that better.
I know. Well, Kingdom Come is a great masterpiece. So the Thanagarian, before he gets the call to go take down Batman, he's about to jump off a cliff because he has nothing. He has nothing in his life. He has no joy. He has no, drive. All he does is just like take on mercenary missions and that's it. He gets a call. They're like, "Hey, we need you to take down Batman." He's like, "Okay." So he puts on his cool, awesome outfit.
I was gonna kill myself, but I guess I'll take one last job.
Yeah. Yeah. As
I
long
mean,
as
my heart's
maybe
really
that'll
not
bring
in
me-
it anymore, but
Maybe killing someone
okay.
will bring me some joy.
yeah. So
Worth
there
a
he
shot.
goes.
It never has before, but
Exactly.
that's a cool suit.
Yeah, it's fun. He looks great.
Yeah.
Yep, the Thanagarian.
yeah,
I
he
wish-
looks like he likes being whipped.
Yeah.
So Punchbot names Batman's like satellite ship War Bat 1, which Batman insists we're not going to call that.
So he has like a little ship that
he's got a little ship that comes
docks
out.
with the big ship.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he modified it to look kind of like a bat.
It's like the Batmobile.
Can he also come out of the little ship?
Yeah, he can fire himself out because he's got the bat suit on that goes in space. So while he's like engaging some ships, the Thanagarian just flies through his cockpit, grabs him, and pulls him into space. And Batman's like, "Oh shit!" So he's like, "I'm fighting some kind of like he's on the radio. He's talking to like robot, like to Punchbot, and he's like, "Punchbot, I'm fighting like a hawk guy."
It's like a Birdman. You know how you keep calling me Bird Guy?
This is a Birdman.
This is the Birdman.
Now maybe it's because they have familiarity with hawk people, with
I would-
Thanagarians. Like I know what a bird is because
would
the whole planet of those.
Absolutely love it if they're like, you are indistinguishable to me.
Yeah, I can't tell the difference.
Yeah, whoa.
Both look exactly the same.
Oh
Exactly.
no, which one do I shoot?
Punchbot, I've known you for weeks, if not months.
He's a different color. He's bright red. Who said that? Which one? You sound alike too.
No, we don't! Batman tries to punch him, and of course, the Thanagarian has like nth metal, substance that Batman's never encountered before in his life. And, Batman's, again, out of his depth.
Yeah.
He's like dying in the depths of space while being beaten savagely by a Hawkman in the cold vacuum of space. And he's
Well,
like,
there's
pretty
nothing
messed
I
up.
can do. If I can't beat him, I don't deserve to be Batman
Yep,
anymore.
yep.
And now my war on the Thanagarians.
yes. I love it because he's like floating in the middle of space, about to get hit by the hammer, and he's like, I should have just gone home. I
Yes.
have made a mistake.
Oh.
I am out of my depth. Meanwhile,
I should have just called Commissioner Gordon when I saw this alien on Earth.
yes, and been like,
The end.
call everybody.
Call the FBI. Call the Army. The National Guard.
Right.
There's aliens.
We get one check-in on Gotham, and it's here where like the signal's on. Gordon's like, turn it off. He's not coming. Alfred's trying to like
It's
use.
been months. He's got.
He died. As far
Yeah,
as,
right?
as far as everyone's concerned, Batman was beaten to death by an alien in the Irish mob's employ.
Right.
That's how the.
Well, that was inevitable.
That is how the Irish mob is
Oh, that's the story they're
That's
telling?
the story, is that Batman's dead. The underworld story is that Batman was killed by his new enforcer. So I guess I rule Gotham City now, according to Bane rules. So yeah, Alfred's listening to deep space scans and it's not working out. And he's just like, no. And I'm like, oh yeah, Alfred's still dead. Ione, she left. Like, she let Batman do his thing. Like,
Like, well, this seems like it's kind of a crusade, and I'm not here for
I'm
that.
not here for crusades.
Yeah.
So she bailed, and now she's, like, you know, drinking some bar, and she hears a couple of aliens talking about how, like, Batman, you know, is hunted by the Black Sun, and he's doing all this crazy shit. And they're like, well, the Thanagarian... Like, she hears a couple of bounty hunters talking about it. Like, well, the Thanagarian's on it. Never mind. I'm not even going to bother.
Yeah, he's not going to last.
The Thanagarian is going after Batman.
No.
No.
The Thanagarian?
Yes.
Yeah.
That one?
Can you imagine the Thanagarians being like, no. He is not the Thanagarian. Like, kill that guy.
Well, he's the only one in the
in the Slag galaxy.
Slag galaxy.
That's true. That's
It's
fair.
a whole other galaxy.
Look, like, lest you forget, as
probably-
science fiction will allow you to.
It's really
A
far away.
galaxy is big.
It's miraculous that there's even one there.
It's miraculous that Batman managed to get to it.
Right. And that he found a Thanagarian
Among
and
any
a
of them.
Tamaranian.
Yes,
Neither of them should even be there.
that's true. That's true.
These
Pretty
three
good, actually.
aliens from their own galaxy, a whole different galaxy, would run into each other.
Yeah.
The Slag galaxy is very small.
Yes.
like
I mean,
12
it must
planets.
be. Maybe it's like a
It's like a
flyover
dwarf
space,
galaxy.
You know,
It's
for the real
flyover
Earth.
space.
So Batman wakes up and he's been hit by a car. It's on Earth. He's just like, I got hit by a car. Wait, I didn't get hit by
What?
a car. What? Where was I? I was on this street and I was crossing and I got hit by a car and I'm looking up at the sky and I see just stars and they don't look familiar and then I look at these guys and they have horrible alien faces. Oh, I didn't get hit by a car. I got punched by the Thanagarian. I got hit by one of his stupid hammers. Oh my god. So then he, tells Warbat 1 to like fire on the Thanagarian and like fly into him and whatnot. And he's just like, okay, this is a problem. So he tries to use his training against the Thanagarian, which of course he's better off than he was, before he had gone on this crusade in the first place. Ultimately, he's like, this guy punches like a fucking Mack truck. All right, so he like drops a batarang that has explosives on him.
Is it worse than Sin?
No. No, it is not worse than Sin. I'm alive. So he blows that guy up, and the Thanagarian.
Like, I could blow him up. He won't die.
This guy, he can take that kind of punishment.
I can also use explosives. That's fine.
That's fine too.
Guns or not.
Yeah, no.
Correct.
Again, we've established that Batman uses explosives.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, but on people?
Well, he uses them on people who won't die.
he threw a batarang in Spawn's face.
Like, you can take it.
He throws batarangs at everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
not in
threw
the
it in his space. He doesn't throw them so it split their skull in half.
Exactly.
Like he does
with
to
the force
Spawn.
that Batman hits Spawn with. That being said, that's Dark Knight Returns Batman. It's not the same guy.
True, that's not.
So Batman allows the Thanagarian to like knock him into the Warstorm again. They're like crashing through like all these different decks, and the Thanagarians. It's
an epic battle.
It is. It ends up from the highest peak to the lowest dungeon, into the war room, like into the engine room.
Oh, the furnace?
The furnace, exactly.
Yep.
And so they're in there, and
Always gonna use the environment.
Batman's like, activate the storm shield punch bot. Like, so Batman like basically ends up like drawing all the power from the storm shield, like the shield that like protects the ship. He draws it into his own armor and then ends up using that energy to punch the Thanagarian in the face. So he takes down the Thanagarian, like, takes off all his stupid armor and like throws it into the fucking fire. The Thanagarian like kicks him in the face, like, stop. I beat you. Like, that's enough. Like, you gotta be kidding. And he's like, oh, I'm not done. He's like, your wings are in the storm. You jump in and get them. And he's like, oh, that's okay. Take off your suit. I got my suit on. We'll punch each other, okay? And he's like, no. If you want a punching contest, I've got one for you. And he teleports out of there, and it's just a room full of punch bots.
Who beat him to death?
Well, Punchbot taught them that punch bots can punch back, so they're all
Right.
just beating the living shit out of him.
Oh my god.
And Batman just leaves him in there and abandons the Warstorm, gets into Warbat 1, and just flies away. He's like, I didn't need that big ship in the first place. So he just bails, and he's just like, okay, I gotta find, I can't keep like deliberating where I gotta go right to the Black Sun, stop them. So if I do that, then I won't have to do any of this anymore.
That'll shortcut the mission.
Yeah, exactly. So he just
kept doing side quests. You know what? I really just gotta do the main.
Focus on the main.
I just beat up a big Hawkeye. I think I'm ready to take on the final boss.
Exactly. Here
You know
we
what?
go.
I don't need to level up anymore. I'm good.
Exactly. So Batman's like, just doing his Batman thing. He goes to bars and other planets and beating the shit out of
Beats
people. Yep, beating the
He
crap
beats
out of
up gross-looking aliens.
That's right.
You look pretty gross. You're probably a bad guy.
Bad guy. Yeah.
Show me where Black Sun is. I'm a a farmer.
Okay, well, you
what are you
probably
doing
owe the
in a-
money or something.
This
So-
bar looks really shady. What are you doing here if you're a legitimate farmer?
That's right. So the Black Suns, meanwhile, go to another planet that Batman had been to, the Cluster Hoodoo Goom.
Okay.
You know, because whatever.
Is their
That's
ship?
their ship.
Their ship is like a hand like clutching a ball? Like, what am I looking at?
It's like an asteroid that they built like a colony on or like a big building into that also...
What's the sphere?
The sphere is like the engine or the ship itself.
Oh.
We don't really get into the intricacies of how this works.
Okay.
It just looks awesome. That's all I mean.
It is cool.
Come on, they're the Black Suns or the Twin Suns or whatever it was.
Black Suns, but they are twins though. And so they go to this planet and they're like, "Hey, so Batman liberated you, and now you think that like you can fight back." Like they're all like armed and they're like, "We're not gonna, like, we've been given freedom. We're not gonna give it up now."
Yeah.
And so the two of them kill all of them, and they just go from planet to planet, killing everyone that Batman's liberated. They kill 12 billion people.
These two people do?
Yeah, that's right.
Is their ship like a Death Star? Like
Remember,
you can,
he can
No,
just
they
whisper.
do it themselves. Like, you know,
one at a time?
Yeah, one of them can beat the shit out. Well, she can punch like people, you know, 3 at a time or whatever.
Yeah, and he can whisper into a megaphone.
Yeah. So Ione ends
No.
up like feeling bad.
No.
I know.
12
So,
billion?
It's a lot. I'll get into the numbers.
Okay.
specifically.
It would take you years.
It's over 1 billion people.
Here's the thing.
Oh, I know. Just by attacking them physically, it would take
one
years.
at a time?
Even Batman liberated these planets. They have freedom now. And then after 12 of them die, there's like, oh, never mind, we're enslaved again.
well,
No, they all die.
They killed them.
No, they kill all of them.
But they were surrounded by a crowd of people with like spears and stuff.
Yeah.
They're that effective?
Yeah, well, they have like a really high, you know, strength tolerance. You know, like you can't just like stab me.
Right, okay.
So Ione's like, all right, I gotta go save Batman from the Thanagarian. So she takes her ship, she goes back to the Warstorm, she lands there, she ends up finding the Thanagarian just punching punch bots, and she's
It's
like,
like, these punch bots are on easy mode. I can take them.
right, he's just like, no, I deserve this. If I can't beat Batman, then I'll just punch until I die. And it's like, okay, Thanagarian.
Oh my god, he just made a new Batman.
Exactly.
It's Birdman.
So the Tamaranian's like, so, you know, do you know where he went or whatever? Like, I'm trying to go find him. Because he's like, the Batman is mine, okay? And she's like, oh, tell me more about it. And he's like, yeah, I'm just going to, I'm going to punch these punch bots until I've beaten every last punch bot. And I'm going to reforge my armor. I'm going to go out there, and I'm just going to rip off Batman's face, and I'm going to wear it on my own face, and I'm going to take off his dick and put it on the tip of the spear. I'm going to do all this crazy shit. And she's like, darn, blam. Shoots him in the face. Now, if that's what happened, that would be amazing. Instead, that's what you're meant to think happened, but it turns out the Batman taught her the value of human life or alien life.
So she doesn't kill him?
So she means to shoot him, but ends up missing subconsciously. And so she only wounds him and keeps him from coming back in the book, but doesn't murder him so that you can like her or something. And I'm like, I like her already.
Yeah, she can
I
kill
like
him,
her
it's
better
fine.
that she kills
Well,
people.
Yeah.
no, I shot him, but I didn't kill him this time. I shot him right in the spine. I paralyzed him from the waist down.
Right. There we go. And I just left him in the brig.
Yeah.
He wanted to punch bots. It's fine. He can punch him with his tongue.
No, from the waist down. He can still use his arms.
There we
It's
go.
fine.
true,
Perfect. Yeah. I strapped him a punch bot.
He's just way less of a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he becomes a character. Oracle?
Exactly. Oh no. So Batman goes.
Oh my
to
god, you're like the Joker now.
Yeah, he's white skinned. I think that's guy maybe.
No, I meant her.
Oh,
yeah, she would be.
Shoot
Yeah,
him in the
she,
spine.
yeah,
yeah,
she
that's
paralyzed
true.
him. Yeah, that'd be bad.
So Batman goes to these planets and he's like, oh fuck, I've made a mistake. Like Punchbot already can, like, because he's a computer, he figures out how many people are dead, and he's just like, tell me how many people died, please. And Punchbot's like, yeah, you don't want to know that number. And he's like, nah. He's like, apparently the ordeal has taken a matter of moments. I'm assuming that the Whisper took most of the
right.
Like she tore people apart, but like the Whisper made them all die within a couple of hours. But yeah, 12,937,000,000 people have been killed by the Black Suns.
That's a lot of people.
And Batman's like,
At this point, Batman just like cries.
yeah, he's just like, oh man, Ione was right. I am so far out of my depth. It's absurd. 13 billion people are dead, and it's my fault.
No. 12 billion.
937.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
He
less
ra-
than 13 billion.
Batman's the kind of guy.
Don't exaggerate, Batman.
I get that Batman rounds up. I understand his.
It's like I'm not saying that number, and I'm not making it smaller.
No, right. I'm not going to diminish their deaths. I'm going to get 12,937 spikes on the inside of my armor, so I can feel every death, every moment that I move.
That's not possible. You could not fit that many.
Depends on how small they are.
I don't
Yeah.
think you could fit 1/100th of that number.
You can't.
Do you have any idea how many a billion is?
You can't build that suit as it was originally intended for penance because it's so stupid. I have to stop what I'm doing, not just here, but like as Batman.
Right, because I feel like someday some clown is gonna like do the very similar things to
no,
this.
he's just like, it's 13 people are dead. It's my fault. I've failed on a planetary scale.
Yeah.
Like I need to go home. I need to get a therapist. And I
Right.
need to just accept that this Batman thing was a colossal mistake. And then
Yeah, can you
Ione
imagine
shows
if
up,
this happened on Earth?
right? You've killed every man, woman, and child on Earth. Times what? 5?
Yeah.
Oh, good job, Batman.
So Ione shows up and he's like, Ione. And she's like, I see in her eyes what we could have. Like, I'll ban a Batman. I'll just rail this Tamaranian babe. And I will just give up all of it. And you know what? She sees in my eyes. She can tell, even though my eyes are glowing and they're wearing a special suit. And then she pulls out a gun.
Huh.
And
She's like, this is all your fault.
yeah, and she brings him to the Black Suns.
Oh.
And the Black Sun's like, thanks. And they're like, you want to stay and watch while we torture this fleshy human? She's like, no, I don't. I don't care about him. And they're like, okie dokie. Well, my Whisper brother's gonna have his way with him, so it won't be very long anyway. So Whisper Cenobite is like, oh, I got something to say. I've got some secrets for you.
You're a breath mint, man.
Exactly. That's really what the problem is. So, Whisper is like telling him all kinds of stupid, dark secrets or whatever, and Batman's just screaming his head off. And
Yeah, but Batman refuses to die.
no, of course. So Ione goes.
Is it because he has trauma? He's just like, I am fear.
Yeah, it's really.
Like, there's nothing worse you could tell me than I already tell myself every day or something.
Oh, my parents. What about those 12 billion people? Oh, yeah, and the 12 billion people,
That was
too.
too bad. Yeah, you don't hear about that. Yeah, he just says like, I know that I can't drown out the sound of his voice, but I scream anyway. Like it's just kind of like, yeah, he's made of tougher stuff than the average person that gets whispered to. So Ione goes to get her reward. She grabs literally like a forklift of fucking money, and they're like, all right, cool. What's going on? And like, and Warbat 1 is like on the screen. And they're like, wait, what the hell's that? And she's like, don't look. Blah, blah, blah. Just kills all of them.
Oh shit.
So the ship docks with them, and like Punchbot and Warwolf come out. Everything's war. At one point, like Punchbot's like using the ship, and he's like shooting at like fighter guys, and he's like, Punchbot no longer. I am Warbot. And then like we got the Barbed Wolf, who's now known as Warwolf. We got the War.
Not
Storm.
Warwolf?
No, not Warwolf or Warwolf.
Would you like to get some war lunch? I know a great war bar.
Right? Is he called like Warbat now? Like, is he? Anyway, so, yeah, this is all a plan. Like, she arrives, she points the gun because that's all she knows how to do. She's like, damn it, Batman, you made me care. I care more now.
I tried to shoot a guy and I missed.
I hate that.
Yes, you infected me with your like morality, which is also like really hypocritical and arbitrary. But
I also
whatever.
felt really bad because like I wounded him, so I just kept shooting him, but I couldn't get a killing blow.
Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry! Stop!
Like, he might eventually die from
Right.
like his wounds, but it'll be like slow and horrible as compared to if I just shot him in the head.
Right? Like I know I grazed him and then I put him in the brig, but I don't have any food. Even in the sanitary conditions, he's just gonna soil himself. I can't let him go to the bathroom. So what is this better? So anyway, she's like, I see in your eyes that you are looking like you're gonna quit, and you can't now because you killed 13 billion people. And they died because of something you believed in, so now you gotta avenge them. Like, let's go! And Batman's like, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Okay. And
I am so turned on right now.
yeah, do we have time for me to
I finally get it.
yeah, I get it. And I also like, I don't know if you know this, we didn't get a chance to really engage it, but like the suit that I made, there's a little flap,
Yeah, a little codpiece
I was
flag.
ready just in case.
just in case.
I thought
things worked
maybe,
out,
you know.
I mean, normally during fighting, it provides cooling.
Well, also, I got the impression that if I didn't bang you without a suit, like I would die. You're just too much, you know. Anyway, he comes up with the idea to like be arrested, like to do the ruse.
I see. She's like, they're gonna whisper to you, and that'll
Right,
kill
he's
you.
like, that's okay, I'm Batman.
Yeah.
This is one of those because I'm Batman moments. where
Yep.
It's like, yeah, all right. And like, you know, even like the
Just deafen yourself, man. Wear earplugs or
exactly.
something.
I wish that were that simple, but instead it's just because he's Batman.
Take the chip out.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I whisper to you. That doesn't mean a thing to me.
Doesn't sound like anything.
That's way better.
That would be great.
I love that because we're done. He doesn't have to talk to aliens anymore.
Yeah, he's like, this is the
In
last thing I'm
fact,
doing in this
We
galaxy.
could even do this, right? He breaks the chip, right? And so now she's just speaking crazy moon languages. And so he's just like, he's doing the mission. And he's got the...
No, he can understand her because they made out.
Oh, I know. But I'm just saying, but like, no, I was thinking, yes, but maybe it has to be with intent. Like you can fudge it a little bit. Like, no. You can make out, or you can kiss to learn languages. So like you get a big moment where like you can get a full page splash of them making out, getting the language. So that like then he can understand her and you get a triumphant kiss moment.
Okay.
But also,
don't do any of that.
he should just know how she talks because he's made out with her. But anyway, then none of those things happen. Instead, Cenobite is like, oh, your penis is tiny. And, the big one is like, why is he still not dead? Like, what the fuck? This is stupid. Okay, you know what? Why don't I just beat him to death? And then, like, the alarm goes off. She's like, what? All right, stop fucking around. Just kill him, all right? And then
I'm trying.
and like little Peter Lorre here is like, it's not working. And Batman notices that like
The secret to good pancakes is folding the batter. What? I just whisper things sometimes.
I just whisper whatever. It's
kills
not about what
people.
I say. It's just about my vocal
Voice
cords.
sounds horrible.
So anyway,
And
Batman
he can lift up 50 times his own weight. But what about 50 hands?
So Batman is like, oh, well, look at his face.
Oh,
Like,
God,
he's,
stop.
He's
No, it's impossible.
So Batman like looks at his face and he's like, oh, he's concerned. Like his resolve is breaking. So then he just gets up and he's like, what? And then Batman's like, and then I whisper to him.
What?
And I'm like,
What'd you whisper?
But like what?
Yeah, but what'd you whisper?
And he says what he whispers, but
Oh.
it's not like scary. It's just like I tell him about a scared little boy in the alley, and I tell him about like crime, and I tell him about like my parents and about the bat, and it's like he tells him the origin. I'm like, that's not
Tells him
scary.
his
That's
story.
awesome.
So?
Right?
Yeah.
I know, don't tell
Is
me
that
what
supposed to like shock him to being like, whoa, you're way tougher than I am?
That's really what it is. It's just like I tell him about the legend of Batman, and that it will never be stopped. And that's what like makes him go, ah! And that's what's so great is like, the wolf is like tearing people up and like he like eats a guy's arm and Naomi's like, hey, we're not supposed to kill anybody. And so he barfs the guy's arm up and I'm like, haha. So she punches like the barb wolf like out the side of her ship and Ione attacks him and she's just like, hey, I'm gonna shoot you in the fucking face. So she does. Like I'm not gonna kill you, but I know that you are Wrath Blacksun and you could take a punishment, which is why I'm gonna shoot you in the fucking face. So she does. And Wrath's like, who are you to deny me my prize? Like, I'm Wrath Blacksun. I'm almost as old as the Owens. Like, I've been around forever. I've done this, that, and the other thing. I have a resume as long as Batman's dick. I could do
You
anything.
killed 12 billion people in like a day.
Right, exactly. And who are you? And then Punchbot shows up. He's like, I am Punchbot, and he just punched her in the face. And Punchbot just beats the living shit out of her while like Ione helps out. And while Ione's like choking out, Wrath.
Wrath's like, yeah, choke me a little harder.
Yeah, and he's just like, what? No.
Ah! That's it, we're leaving.
Right, because you're all aliens, and the things that look like things that are on humans are actually other things on other people. So anyway, she hears her brother screaming, and that like makes her freak out. And she's like, "What?" And Batman like blows up all this shit and just walks out of like the exploded room like a pimp.
Right. I get to walk away from explosion.
And that's
at
what
this
I
point
do.
in the book, yeah.
The ongoing monologue is him like talking about what he says to like the Whisper guy, and he's just like, and ultimately the last thing he says to him is, "I'm Batman." It's like, yeah, of course.
Okay.
And then, Batman and the Ione and the Barb Wolf return, and like they just beat the shit out of Wrath. And in fact, Batman says like, "You've eaten well. Your feast ends now." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, like he says in year one." Okay.
Yeah.
And so he punches her out, and she's like, "No, the Black Suns are forever." And so he throws the two of them in the brig, and it's like it used to be a prison full of thousands, and now it's just got two people. Oh, and because of Batman's scary talking to the Whisper guy can't stop whispering to himself. Like he's just become like a babbling maniac.
Oh,
and so
great.
now he's constantly talking. And so leaving Wrath with Whisper, the two of them in their cell, she's freaking out because of all the whispering he's doing. So then Temple of Doom, Batman, takes Orphan 1 and drops off all the orphans, and they're like, yay! So Batman turns to Ione, he's watching all the kids and parents hugging, and he's like, well, I guess the Black Sun won't be a problem for you anymore. And she's like, me, huh? Not us? I guess you're done? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, well, why don't you just get on your ship and just get out of here? Just go. Go, you big jerk. And he's like, Ione, oh, okay. And so he walks up. She goes, Batman, you idiot. And then they make out. We get a triumphant kiss. Conan's like at this place, is shaking down a shop owner. And he's like, hey, man, come on. I just paid you last week. I can't pay you again. He's like, hey, yeah, no, we can because we killed Batman with this guy.
My alien friend says you're going to pay me whatever I want.
Exactly. And he's like, yeah. And Batman's like, I get
aliens
home.
are real. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm one of them.
I'm one of them.
Hi.
I love Frasier. That's all I do. I just watch marathons of Frasier.
I don't really want to hit
stop
you.
watching TV. You gotta come out. Oh, I don't want it today.
Could you give this guy his money so I can go back to my place and watch
please.
TV?
Or maybe smash your restaurant.
I really don't want to hit you.
I don't want to.
I'm tired.
Yeah. So Batman's like, I get home, I change into my Batman suit, and then I immediately go out and beat the shit out of this guy. I don't even shower. I want them to smell space on me.
Why is there a Batman moon?
Batman's back on Earth, going to take down this stupid Ikari and start this whole mess. The legend of Batman is spread throughout the Slag galaxy. Batman has actually succeeded, where he will constantly fail into Gotham. In the Slag galaxy, where like this Earth is like a bat signal, like it comes
turn the whole
on
planet
when they
into
need,
a bat signal.
Yes, where I guess it's one of the dead
Where he will
worlds.
never go back and help them.
No, he won't. He doesn't need
No.
to, because we see that in War Bat 1, Ione has taken Batman's suit.
Oh,
And
she's
now
taking
she's
up the mantle.
Batman. Punchbot, or Batbot, as he's now called. He even puts a bat logo on
Yep,
himself.
it's got a
He's
bat
like,
logo.
Captain Ione, are you ready to get? She's like, I can't believe I'm putting this stupid costume on. All right, let's go. And meanwhile, Batman's like, you've shamed the elders of the Ikari. And the Irishmen are probably like making fun of him for saying such nonsense D&D garbage. And the Ikarian's like, what? And Batman's like, let's go! And he just beats the shit out of him. This is where he's like, it takes 5 kicks and 11 strikes, and then I find myself staring at the stars and looking at these other worlds, and for a moment I forget where I am. And then I realize that I'm Batman of Gotham, and there's a lot of work to do. And then we see, Ione in her Batman suit, with Batman inspires this Tamaranian to become Batman in space.
That's Batman off-world.
Yes,
Yeah,
which is kind of fun. Also, it's retconned that, like, Ione has been Batman in the Slag Galaxy since year 2 of Batman. So,
Yeah.
like, she could come back at any point.
Yeah, we could see what happens. Like, I was gonna say a number, but I'm like, who knows how many years it's been since then now?
Well, yeah, and who knows how many crises. But the other question, what I have a question about is,
When is there a Space Joker?
Yeah, right. Let's
Yeah,
get this.
I'll guarantee there would be one, yeah.
But like, does this inform Batman's relationship with Starfire? Like, when Dick Grayson brings Starfire home, is he like at first is he like, oh, nope, okay, that's not her. All right, like,
Yeah.
and then going
is
like,
this my daughter?
Oh my god.
oh no. Or is he like, no, Dick, don't get involved with the Tamaranians. They but like, why not?
It'll tempt you
to leave.
to abandoning your mission.
But also, she wasn't a typical Tamaranian.
Oh,
Right.
Ione?
Yeah.
That's true. She is very much not. Like, Starfire is a princess from that world.
Maybe that's why he doesn't like her.
Oh, yeah. He's like, yeah, no, I don't like, by and large, Tamaranians.
Yeah.
I like errant Tamaranians. I like
Yes.
the ones that are, like, goth.
I like the ones that
You're
are
a
my age that
disappointment
want to
to
have
me.
sex with me.
That's true. Well, the Tamaranians live
that
a
I
lot
can
longer.
change
Yeah.
and become non-lethal.
Right. The one thing that Dick Grayson had over on Batman is that he got to make it with a hot alien babe, and
No.
we've retconned. Actually, Batman.
No, I already did
Batman has
that.
not only also slept with a Tamaranian, but he did it before Dick Grayson. If he did, which again, I don't think
It's
the text
unclear.
supports. I don't think he did, but you could argue. I mean, listen.
Here's the thing.
There's a little bit of time between the kiss on Ikari
Yeah.
and when he beats the other Ikarian.
Right. Who
But
knows what they did right after that?
He does say once he goes home, he doesn't shower, he wants to smell it on him. Maybe he's not talking about the Ikarians. I'm sorry.
My God. Ione's trying to have sex with him or
Right.
make out with him consistently, and he's just like, "No, I have a mission.
Yes.
No, I have a mission."
I will make out with you though. He's like,
Barely.
Look, I've seen Batman stories where he's like, get away.
Yeah, there's a couple of kisses for like maybe 10 seconds.
Yeah. That's true. He never really seals the deal.
Exactly. I don't think that goes anywhere.
We'll have to ask Jason Aaron. I'll ask him if he actually makes it.
He's like, "Of course not." But if you pay me $300 a month for my exclusive Patreon, I can write whatever you want.
Yeah, there's all kinds of Batman fan fiction.
Damn it.
Like my Substack, that's it.
That's what it was for.
There you go.
That's the kind of shit. Zdarsky's like, I'll draw it for you, man. Yeah, here you go. I really enjoyed the story. It's a lot of fun. I every time that it came out, I was like, oh yeah, another issue. Well, here we go.
All right.
I read it and I enjoyed it. It is very self-indulgent and ridiculous and goofy, but also it's fun and cool. Like it is.
It is unhinged.
It is. But also it's super like grounded. Like it's unhinged, but also it's always tethered to the mission. Like it is. Aaron is not trying to, despite the fact that he's adding a lot to Batman's mythos. Yeah, he's not trying to redefine it.
And he's not doing it just for the sake of doing it.
Well, I mean, I would want to believe that, but also like. What are we getting out of this? And it's like, what we're getting out of this is a cool story where Batman goes in space. And at the end of the day, that's what it is. But also Aaron's like, but I also like wrote Punisher and stuff. Like I want to do a Dark Knight Returns with Batman. How can I do that when that already exists and it's perfect and it, for me, is like part of the roadmap? Like how can I do my own year one? And it's like, oh, you can do year one again in space.
Right, because like he only learned how to be Batman in year one on Earth.
Right.
That's a whole different threat level than like space.
Yeah. Like,
so I can just redo it.
Just do it again.
And you know, Batman year 2, Batman in space. Batman year 3, Batman in hell.
Right?
No, but Batman can go to hell and he can learn to fight demons.
Yeah.
And he can be tortured there. He can be tortured by the souls of his parents, who are somehow in hell.
Or they're like demons impersonating his parents.
No, it's his parents. They're in hell.
Yeah.
It's the Waynes.
Then he could like reform hell. You know, he could overthrow the devil and then make it a nice place. And they could have a bat signal there.
Yeah.
And, you know.
It's all on fire.
It'd be like, God damn it, you can reform hell, but Gotham's still a fucking shithole.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I know, right? I mean, listen, you just pitched a Black Label book that would sell a lot. It's called Batman in Hell.
Yep.
That's the book.
Or you could call it Batman Underworld.
I just sold 200,000 copies of issue 1.
And that one has werewolves.
It is Hellwolves. Hellhounds.
Hellhounds. There you go. It's a hellhound.
Yeah.
And he's gonna fight the hellhound, and then now it works for him.
Yeah.
You can just shot for shot this
Yeah.
book, but with demons and stuff.
Yeah, I mean-
the
Oh, and oh my
villains
God,
even
the
look
Thanagarian
identical.
can be a rogue archangel?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, a fallen angel. Yeah. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Why are we talking about this derisively? This is awesome. Batman Underworld is a actual title. Batman in Hell sells books.
Yeah.
It's in the comments down below. Pick it up if you want it. I really think it's cool. It was a nice little palate cleanser for Jason Aaron. He's like, all right, I'm in the DC universe. Here's year 1 again, but in space. Now what? Ooh, I get absolute Superman. I get to redefine Superman in a weird and vexing book.
You don't like it?
Not especially.
Oh, some people like it.
A lot of people like it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, and I liked the first few issues. Every time that he zigs, I think he's going to zag, and I like the zag more.
He's like, I just keep zigging now.
He just
Zig, zig,
and
zig.
eventually he's just gonna end up back where he started if he keeps zigging. He needs to zag at some point.
Nah.
And look, people love those zigs. Those zigs pay the bills. I appreciate it. Just saying, you gotta zag once in a while. It's fine. It's fine.
It's really going to throw people off when they keep
you do
expecting a
zag.
zig, and then you give them the greatest zag.